Hey everybody, welcome back to Brickcraft, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a duct tape messenger bag. Sorry, that's a mouthful. You're going to need your duct tape mat board, duct tape of course, 2 different colors, pair of scissors, an X-Acto knife, Velcro, a ruler, some kind of cardstock, needle and thread, and a stapler. So the first thing you're going to do is you're just going to make your back part, your main part of your messenger bag, and it's going to be 10.5 inches tall by 11 inches wide. You can go bigger or smaller if you'd like. This is just the size that I like to make them. So go ahead and you're going to make one sheet of it like this in one color if you're doing 2 different colors. I happen to be using gray because it's just, I don't want to waste all of my pattern duct tape for it being inside and nobody seeing it. So then you're going to flip it over and just go ahead and cover it with your pattern duct tape. And when you get to the very last one, you're going to take your pattern duct tape piece a little bit longer than the sheet, that way you can flip it over. So go ahead and do that. And don't forget to trim your edges that aren't straight. Go ahead and put both of those aside and grab your poster board and cut it down so that it is the same length as your bag, which is 11 inches if you're following me, and then make a bunch of 1.5 inch strips like this. Take one of those and cover it in duct tape, leaving a little bit around the edges. And you're actually going to do this twice because you have to do it to both of your little parts of your bag. And then take that piece of duct tape and place it on the inside part of your bag. And like so. This just adds a little bit of rigidness to the duct tape so it doesn't fold in. Next you're going to make a piece that is 2.5 inches, and you're actually going to make 2 of those and cut one in half. And to apply that, just take your one side that you made and make a trim over it. About 1/2 inch is what I usually do. Turn it over and then put your poster board on it. Take the other side and make that little trim, which is about 1/2 inch, and then flip that over and attach the other piece to it. So now you got the bottom part of your bag done. And then cover it with your gray duct tape. Grab the other 2 pieces of cardboard and cut those in half, and this will help to add a stiffness to the side of your messenger bag. So go ahead and add a trim to the side. Make sure you don't go over the bottom like I did. I actually end up cutting that off. And then go ahead and press the 2 pieces in and flip the top piece that's left over, and then cover just that one part. Then flip your messenger bag over and add a little piece of the pattern over with a bit of excess, and then you're going to work it together. It's a little bit hard at first to get it to connect, and then once you have that connected, take a silver piece and do it on the inside, and then do the same on the other side. Now you're left with these little holes at the bottom. To cover those, you need to make 2 pieces of duct tape at 2.5 inches, and then just line it up with the trim on the side and fold it over on the bottom. Nobody's really going to see the bottom, so it's okay if it's a little odd looking. And then for the inside part, you're just going to cut a 2.5 inch piece of the silver and press it on the inside. And now we're going to work on the flap. For the flap, make it the same length as your bag, which is 11 inches, and just make it the whole length of your cutting board. Mine is actually 11 inches, but I think I added an extra piece of duct tape on it. And flip it over and cover it on the other side with your pattern tape. Once you have that done, you're going to add a trim to one of the shorter flaps and two of the longer flaps on the side, and just flip the rest of it over. This adds a little bit more firmness to the bag. And now to create the strap, all I do is I put a piece of silver down and I cover it with two pieces of the camo that I'm using. Then I rip that off and just fold over those camo edges. I leave that sticky there for now because I'm going to cover it later. And I make another one just like this. And once I have two ends of them like that, I take and tape them together. And then I cover that one piece with another piece of the camo, because now the belt is completely the same length as the duct tape. And to attach it, I make two pieces of duct tape at 2.5 inches and connect them together like that. Add it to the belt, bottom of the belt strap, and attach it to the bag. Now here's where you can actually sew your pieces on, because it'll add it strength to it, but I just staple it because you can barely see the staples and it is easier and faster than sewing. So now we're back to the top part, the flap. You're going to need to tape in another piece of the poster board, and this will be where the opening, it's going to sit on top of the opening so that it doesn't fold into the bag. Add two pieces of tape to the bottom, don't put anything on the other side, and then go ahead and attach it to the back of your messenger bag. And for some reason my camera's a little blurry, I'm sorry about that. And as you can see, it's attached. And just for good measure, I'm going to add another piece of duct tape in the pattern style to cover that part there so that it does not come undone. And the last thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a little Velcro dot here on this corner and a little Velcro dot on this corner. And then I'm going to close the lid so that I can figure out where the bottom parts are, and then gently peel it off so that the bottom parts of the Velcro remain. And there you have it, a cute little messenger bag. And stay tuned for another video because I'm going to be making the inside for the messenger bag. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I'm sorry if it was a little bit hard to follow, but it's very simple to make.